How's it going? I suffer from pretty serious sleep apnea. I even made a video a few years ago about it. You can see that up here, describing what it is and how my life was changed by getting a CPAP machine. CPAP machines are a way of providing reverse airflow that helps keep the tissue in the back of your neck from collapsing and choking you while you're sleeping. That's one of the types of sleep apnea there is. And I have probably had my CPAP machines, I'm on my second one, for over 16 years probably. And I absolutely have to have them to sleep with every night. Cannot not sleep without them. Or else I have a really, really bad night. And so when we have issues like power outages or uh, if they break, which these are really reliable pieces of gear, then you know uh, it's a bad day when that stuff happens. Power outages are the worst. So anyway, also when I travel, I have to lug that around in my luggage, and it takes up probably about 20% of my suitcase. So that's a lot of extra stuff to lug around, and with our adventure times, we travel. And so every now and then I see these ads for various types of silly looking solutions, I'll say, for snoring and for sleep apnea. And I saw one and I thought it looked intriguing. I'm extraordinarily skeptical about it, but it looked interesting enough to at least give it a try. And so we're going to do that today. Today we're looking at this. On the box it says, this is an electric anti-snoring device. And if you look on the ad over here, you'll see that pretty much it's like a CPAP machine that you get jammed up your nose. It has the basic functionality of a CPAP machine. It's got an air inflow, air outflow, and it blows air into your nose. But I have lots and lots of questions, and I'm, like I said, extraordinarily skeptical about it. Let's take a look at what's inside the box real quick. I mean, it's simple box. Literally, there's power cord and the nose thing. So if you look at it, it's got an on-off switch here, and a power plug. There's the air intake. There's the air outflow, and you got these things to jam into your nose. And you have, I think this is a USB-A power cord. It might be 6 inches long. All right, here are the questions I have about this. First of all, does it even work? Second, how loud is it? Third, how durable is it? Fourth, when it's fully charged, will it last an entire night? And did I already say, does it work at all? Probably so. Probably just went in a circle. But anyway, tonight we're going to give this a try, and we're going to see if it works. And if it does, I will be shocked. And if it doesn't, then you and I will both know that this is not something you should spend your money on. All right. Next time you see me, I'll be getting in bed with this, and in the morning I will give you my results. Oh, I have another interesting story to tell. Also, I'll tell you at the end when we're doing the results for you. All right. Well, see you in a bit. All right, so it's bedtime. I did do a little bit of research on this on the product page. Apparently, it's supposed to be good for about 6 months. So it was $34. So that means $68, $70 per year. I probably pay $100 a year on headgear and stuff like that for my CPAP. So cost-wise, it's pretty equitable. Let's turn this on and see how loud it is. Can you hear it? It's actually quite silent. The website also says this should run for about 12 hours off a single charge. That remains to be seen as well. All right, well, let's go hop in bed. See how it does. All right. Well, it doesn't fit in my nose. Let's try it the other way. Well, this may be over before it even starts. Doesn't fit in my nose. And there's no way to adjust it. Also, I can tell you, it's not nearly powerful enough. There's hardly anything coming through this. I don't even think I'm going to be able to test this, to be honest. Okay, we're going to end this right here because it doesn't fit my nose. There's hardly any air coming through here. There's no way that's going to stop me from having my tissues collapse. So basically, it's a POS and basically not worth $34. It's not even worth 34 cents. I doubt it would run for 12 hours. I think I'm going to leave this running, and I usually sleep about 7 hours or so. So let's see if this is still running in the morning. We'll test the longevity of the battery anyway. So yeah, I mean, there's hardly any air coming through there at all. There's no way to adjust it, nothing. All right, well, we're gonna let this run. And if it's running in, 7 hours when I wake up, at least we'll have that piece of data. But yeah, well, that's disappointing that I couldn't actually test it. Okay, we'll see you in the morning and we'll give you our final thoughts. Most of them you already know. Good morning. It's 7 hours later. This is dead as a doornail, so it did not last the 12 hours that the company said it would. Not surprising considering everything else they told us was a lie as well. So, bottom line, this product, if you see it advertised anywhere, complete crap. Does not do any of the things it said it was supposed to do. Okay, so my purpose was being skeptical of this, checking it out for you. I have done so. Don't buy it. I promised you another story as well. There was a phone call I got once the package had come into the U.S. It was shipped from China, direct from China, through a company I think called 17 Track, and which then utilizes the U.S. Postal Service to deliver their stuff. Excuse me. And once it got into the U.S., about 2 days before it was delivered, I got a phone call from a very stern-sounding Indian woman who proceeded to tell me she was with Department of Homeland Security, calling me by name, clearly knew my phone number, asking me if I was expecting a package in the U.S. Postal Service. And I said yes, which is a dangerous thing to say yes on the phone to a stranger, because they can record that and then use that yes against a different question and start charging you money or whatever. And so anyway, I said yes because I was curious about what this was about. And she goes, well, I need to tell you, we have intercepted that package and it contains narcotics. And I didn't let her get too much farther because I started laughing at her, because clearly I knew, first of all, Department of Homeland Security is not going to call me and tell me I had a package with narcotics. They're going to wait till I collect it and then swoop in and scoop me up. But I wish This is one of those things, you ever have an argument with somebody or whatever, and days later you're still thinking about the things you should have done. I wish I'd hit record on this and strung that conversation out a little bit, because I'm sure it would have got extremely amusing. But I just laughed at her and hung up. But what it told me was, because of all the information she had received that data from somebody. So I was thinking about at that time who it might be, because at that point I didn't know the product was a scam. And so I was like, is it the shipping company? Either the shipping company or the originating company. It had to be one of the two. Either they're selling the information or they have been hacked. So I had trouble believing it was the shipping company, because that would completely undermine all your business if you were doing that. Now that I know the product's a scam, I have to believe that the originating company, once they get their information, they sell it to scammers and whatever. Or maybe they hire the scammers and try to get you another way as well. I don't know, but the originating company is bad all around. So anyway, so that's the extra special cherry on top of this whole experience. So bottom line, don't buy this product. Typically don't fall for any inexpensive, cheap panacea type fixes for sleep apnea. Go with the proven equipment that you need to deal with this. It's funny now, in my Facebook feed, I see all kinds of things now for sleep apnea stuff. Stop snoring, all these things. I'm not going to buy anymore. I'm not going to throw good money after bad. But anyway, there you have it. I have tested this for you and found it wanting. And I'm actually really disappointed. I would love to have seen this work enough to where I could use it on an airplane, because we have an overnight flight coming up next month, part of our adventure time that we're super excited about. And I would love to have had something like that I could have used on a plane, which would have allowed me to sleep, not bothering anybody else, and address my sleep apnea. But that's not to be. Anyway, on that note, I will let you go. And thanks as always for stopping by. Appreciate your time. And we'll talk to you later.